can.
Can is used to express presentability, permission, or possibility.
I can meet you at 5 p.m. if that works for you.
I can meet you at 5 p.m. if that works for you.
Can we go to the beach tomorrow?
Can we go to the beach tomorrow?
She can solve complicated cases with ease.
She can solve complicated cases with ease.
She can't drive because she lost her license.
She can't drive because she lost her license.
I can swim very well.
I can swim very well.
Can you help me with this task?
Can you help me with this task?
She can speak 3 languages.
She can speak 3 languages.
Can I leave early today?
Can I leave early today?
He can run faster than anyone.
He can run faster than anyone.
Can we go to the park tomorrow?
Can we go to the park tomorrow?
You can have dessert after dinner.
You can have dessert after dinner.
They can solve the problem easily.
They can solve the problem easily.
Can you play the guitar?
Can you play the guitar?
Could.
Could is used to express past ability, polite requests, and lower probability or hypothetical situations.
Could you drive me home today?
Could you drive me home today?
She could travel around the world if she had money.
She could travel around the world if she had money.
I could help you with your car if you want.
I could help you with your car if you want.
I could swim when I was younger.
I could swim when I was younger.
Could you pass me the dish, please?
Could you pass me the dish, please?
It could rain later today.
It could rain later today.
She could help you with that if you ask her.
She could help you with that if you ask her.
Could you tell me how to get to the station?
Could you tell me how to get to the station?
We could go for a walk in the evening.
We could go for a walk in the evening.
Could you please close the window?
Could you please close the window?
Will.
Will is used for future actions, strong intentions, or predictions.
Will you be attending the party this weekend?
Will you be attending the party this weekend?
I will leave for the airport early in the morning.
I will leave for the airport early in the morning.
They will meet us at the restaurant at 7 p.m.
They will meet us at the restaurant at 7 p.m.
I will call you when I arrive.
I will call you when I arrive.
She will finish the report by tomorrow.
She will finish the report by tomorrow.
She will go shopping this weekend.
She will go shopping this weekend.
I will be happy to assist you.
I will be happy to assist you.
He will be here in 10 minutes.
He will be here in 10 minutes.
Would.
Would is used for polite requests, hypothetical situations, or past habitual actions.
I would go on vacation if I had more time off.
I would go on vacation if I had more time off.
I would love to join you for dinner, but I'm too busy tonight.
I would love to join you for dinner, but I'm too busy tonight.
I would suggest taking the train instead of driving.
I would suggest taking the train instead of driving.
Would you like some coffee?
Would you like some coffee?
If I were you, I would study harder.
If I were you, I would study harder.
He would often visit his grandmother when he was young.
He would often visit his grandmother when he was young.
She would love to attend the concert.
She would love to attend the concert.
I would go if I had the time.
I would go if I had the time.
Would you mind helping me?
Would you mind helping me?
May. May is used to express permission or a more certain possibility.
May I have a glass of water, please?
May I have a glass of water, please?
May I ask what time the event starts?
May I ask what time the event starts?
You may want to reconsider your decision.
You may want to reconsider your decision.
May I use your phone?
May I use your phone?
It may snow tonight.
It may snow tonight.
May I suggest a different approach?
May I suggest a different approach?
We may go to the beach tomorrow.
We may go to the beach tomorrow.
She may join us later.
She may join us later.
May I take a message for you?
May I take a message for you?
Might. Might is used to express less certain possibilities or give suggestions.
She might have already left for her trip.
She might have already left for her trip.
She might be at home, but I'm not sure.
She might be at home, but I'm not sure.
I might join you for lunch if I finish my meeting early.
I might join you for lunch if I finish my meeting early.
It might rain later, so take an umbrella.
It might rain later, so take an umbrella.
She might come to the party if she finishes her work.
She might come to the party if she finishes her work.
I might go to the gym after work.
I might go to the gym after work.
He might be at home now.
She might be at home now.
We might watch a movie tonight.
We might watch a movie tonight.
It might take longer to get there due to traffic.
It might take longer to get there due to traffic.
You might be able to finish it by the deadline.
You might be able to finish it by the deadline.
Shall. Shall is used in formal contexts for offers, suggestions, or future actions, more common in British English.
I shall keep you updated on the progress.
I shall keep you updated on the progress.
Shall I bring anything for the picnic?
Shall I bring anything for the picnic?
She shall have the chance to speak at the meeting.
She shall have the chance to speak at the meeting.
Shall we go for a walk?
Shall we go for a walk?
Shall I open the window?
Shall I open the window?
We shall proceed with the plan.
We shall proceed with the plan.
Shall we meet at the cafe?
Shall we meet at the cafe?
I shall write to you soon.
I shall write to you soon.
Shall we start the meeting now?
Shall we start the meeting now?
I shall help you with the project.
I shall help you with the project.
Should. Should is used to give advice, express obligation, or state expectations.
She should apologize for her mistake.
She should apologize for her mistake.
She should explore Sri Lanka.
She should explore Sri Lanka.
She should save some money for emergency.
She should save some money for emergency.
You should eat more fruits.
You should eat more fruits.
You should wear a coat, it's cold outside.
You should wear a coat, it's cold outside.
We should leave early to avoid traffic.
We should leave early to avoid traffic.
You should practice hard for the match.
You should practice hard for the match.
You should talk to her about the issue.
You should talk to her about the issue.
We should help those in need.
We should help those in need.
Must. Must is used for strong necessity, obligation, or deduction, something that is certain.
You must sign the contract before we can proceed.
You must sign the contract before we can proceed.
I must tell you your idea is brilliant.
I must tell you your idea is brilliant.
You must wear a helmet when riding a bike.
You must wear a helmet when riding a bike.
He must be very tired after the long trip.
He must be very tired after the long trip.
We must hurry if we want to catch the train.
We must hurry if we want to catch the train.
They must be aware of the new policy.
They must be aware of the new policy.
You must try the dessert, it's delicious.
You must try the dessert, it's delicious.
We must follow the rules for safety.
We must follow the rules for safety.
Ought to. Ought to is used for mild obligation or advice, similar to should, but often a bit softer.
She ought to have been more careful with her words.
She ought to have been more careful with her words.
We ought to support local businesses whenever we can.
We ought to support local businesses whenever we can.
You ought to apologize for your behavior.
You ought to apologize for your behavior.
You ought to try the new restaurant in town.
You ought to try the new restaurant in town.
She ought to study more for the exam.
She ought to study more for the exam.
You ought to talk to him about your concerns.
You ought to talk to him about your concerns.
She ought to be more careful with his spending.
She ought to be more careful with his spending.
She ought to get some rest after working so hard all week.
She ought to get some rest after working so hard all week.
He ought to have finished the report by now.
He ought to have finished the report by now.